and then today I'm going to show you guys how to download and install Anaconda and open up your first ipython notebook. So to begin, let's go ahead and open up a web browser. I'm going to go ahead and open up Safari, and let's go ahead and go to the web page continuum.io. Continuum is the developer of Anaconda, and so they provide a really nice workbench for doing data science analytics and also being able to share a bunch of your Python scripts in a nice package. So once we're here at Continuum, let's go ahead and go to the download Anaconda. And here we can see that we have three different options for downloading depending on our operating system. We can download for Windows, we can download for Mac, or we can download for a Linux. So I am on a Mac today. And also here we have the two different versions of Python we can download. Python 2.7 or Python 3.6. So we're going to go ahead and download Python 3.6, and we're going to download the graphical installer. That just makes it a lot more simple. It simplifies the process. If you want to have a little bit more of a challenge, you can do the command line installer and then follow these instructions over here. So we're going to download the graphical installer. Alright, so we downloaded, and now we're going to open up or find our downloads and open up. Now we're going to go ahead and download and install it now onto our machine. Right, now we're installing Anaconda, and this is great here. So as we're installing it, we'll be able to have it installed here pretty quick as everything's installing. Okay, so once we're installed, we'll be able to open up Anaconda and open up a ipython notebook and be able to interact with ipython. And so this will be a great opportunity to enjoy Python and do so in a nice package. So here we go. It's writing files. It's installing. And so I've already installed it on my machine. So we'll just go ahead and ignore this. And now once we've installed, we want to navigate to where we installed it. So I'm just going to search for Anaconda Navigator and open up. So Anaconda Navigator. And once we have the Anaconda Navigator, let's go ahead and open that up. So search for your download and where you installed it, and then let's go ahead and open up Anaconda Navigator. So Anaconda Navigator is opening up, and here is going to be essentially our workbench of what we want to accomplish here. And I want to go ahead and I want to launch a Jupyter notebook. So over here, I'm going to go ahead and launch a Jupyter notebook. So it is now setting up a Jupyter notebook for me. And so once Jupyter Notebooks opens up, it'll give me a directory of my file directory system on my local machine here on my computer. And so I want to open up an ipython notebook that I have saved just here on my desktop. So I'm going to go to my desktop folder, and so this is going to show everything that I have on my desktop. And I want to find the ipython notebook. And how we can tell if it's an ipython notebook is this extension, file extension, ipynb. So that's the file extension for Python notebooks. And I'm going to go ahead and double click that, and that's going to open up the ipython notebook. And so here, this is just a simple demonstration, a simple Python course that I created a notebook for. And there's different cells. So each cell here, as you can see, highlights a cell, highlights a group of code or markdown. And so we can see this cell here, it's just markdown. So it's not going to do any Python or programming for us, as well as this code. And we can use this play button here to play these if we want to go down or up. So here, and now we have some Python here. And that's so how we can tell it's Python code. This cell is right here, it says code. And so if I want to run this block of code, I just here put the code and it comes out here and it ran the code for me. So here, this is a roofing estimator that I did, a program, and it just calculates the area of a roof and the total price of what that area would be. And so we can go ahead and run this block of code here. And so here, it's asking the user to input the length of a roof in feet, and so 60, and then I'll just hit enter. And maybe the width is 19 feet. And if I was a roofer, maybe it cost $2.09 a foot. And so I could go ahead and return back to the user, have a quick program that returned that this roof would cost $2,382. So that's what's really nice about Python notebooks. You can share a bunch of code and make it a nice, beautiful format. And so this is a good area. Once you want to save, you can save your code. You can save your notebooks by going here. If you want to change the name of your notebook, you click up here on the name, and you can give it any name you want. And when you're done with it, you can go ahead and download as. And you can download it as an ipython notebook to your local machine and have that upload or to open up again when you open up Anaconda and do that. So this is our first day of downloading Anaconda, of opening up a ipython notebook here in Jupyter, and also running a few cells of code. So thank you. I hope this was a informative tutorial on downloading, installing, and running your first ipython notebook. Thank you.